Hola, hola! Welcome back to my channel, Earth Crystals con Amor. My name is Edith. I am beyond grateful and blessed to have this opportunity to connect with you guys on a deeper level. I thank you for continuing to support my magic. I've received amazing messages of people asking to get back to YouTube, and the time is now. I am allowing myself that time. I'm giving myself time to connect more with my tribe, my community. So thank you. If you are interested in something more private, you can definitely book through my website, earthcrystalsconamor.com. Today I'm going to be doing a reading that's a little bit different. I'm going to encourage you to pick a crystal, Lepidolite, blue apatite, or honey calcite. There's no divine order of what message is going to come for you. I want you to just trust your intuition on what is it that you're ready to receive. The topic of the reading is, what is it that I am ready to heal, to evolve, to step into my journey, to step into my power, to step into my purpose. So this is all behind healing, letting go, releasing. So I know your intuition led you here today for a reason. So allow yourself to receive those messages. Allow yourself to trust your intuition of guiding you here today. All of these crystals are available for sale if you are interested. I will also leave down below my Instagram, where I do crystal live sales on a weekly basis, and you can also purchase through my website. But let's get started. I am going to start by setting the intention for the reading. So I invite you guys now to start by taking a deep breath, closing your eyes, taking a deep breath in and release. Keep your eyes closed. Take another deep breath in and release. I invite you guys to take one more deep breath in, but this time I want you to hold it. We're going to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And I call now upon your guides, your angels, ancestors, and loved ones to bring you the messages that you're here to receive, for guidance, for clarity, for confirmation, to help you to continue in this journey of life. I invite you now to set your intention of what is it that you're ready to receive from your guidance, from your guides, angels, and ancestors, and allow yourself to be connected with yourself, your present self, your younger self, and your future self. Once you have set that intention, let's take another last deep breath in, and we're holding it for 3, 2, 1, release. And so it is, and so it is. Your intuition is leading you here for a reason. Let's start with honey calcite. Honey calcite, this is all about deep healing, all about being present. I love working with honey calcite because it's like honey. It's very gentle. It's a stone that allows you to nurture your soul. And what I mean by nurture your soul, it's a stone that allows you to be more gentle during transitions, more gentle during a period of healthy healing. I feel like at times it's so easy for us to hear healing and get so discouraged, be so scared. And I know I'm saying that for a reason. It's like your guides and angels preparing you for a journey ahead of growth, for a journey ahead of transformation. Don't underestimate your strength. Don't underestimate your power of moving forward in a journey that you've had to release so much. I feel like for option number 1, honey calcite, it's your guides and angels saying it is a period of pause for you. I feel like the next 3 to 4 months, you are doing a lot of healing. But in order to do that healing, your guides and angels are saying you need to be present. There's been so much that has been happening in your life the last 6 to 8 months. To an extent, it feels like you feel drained. It feels as, I don't know if I can move forward. That's a lot of releasing I'm already doing for you. I feel like a lot of the releasing that you need to do is because of old beliefs, of old wounds. I'm tapping into an older version of you, older teenage version, 15, 16, and 17. So I feel like many of you, you're healing something that happened at that young age in your life. And I feel like it is people, your guides and angels are saying that is not a responsibility you need to take on. That is not a responsibility you needed to take on. So for many of you, it's healing others, right? At a very young age, showing up for others, honoring others. And here come your guides and angels saying it's a period of growth. It's a period of transformation for you. Refugee, family, and knowledge. Here you go. A lot of the healing message here, right? Main message. You're asking your guides and your angels, what am I supposed to heal? What am I supposed to be doing at the moment in order to move forward? In order to step into my purpose? We're having to heal beliefs from family. We're having to go within and take our energy back, our power back. Many of the energies that you're healing and responsibilities that other people have made you believe that you needed to take on were not for you. And you did so much, I feel, in your early 20s that now you're reflecting on it. And what I mean by so much, I feel like so many things happened to you in your early 20s that you've been doing a lot of reflecting on that. Don't underestimate your growth. Don't underestimate your purpose. Who you are in this journey right now in your life. We're about to step into August, right? We're approaching the end of July. The person you are is not the person that you were. The person that you were, in the past is not the person that you are today. So give yourself that pat in the back of saying, man, we've come a long way. For many of you, I feel like that younger version of you that's showing up today in this reading, it's to tell you, all of those wounds, all of those beliefs, all of that doubt, all of that fear that you held on to from that very young age, it put many beliefs in your mind that until today you believe. So how do we move forward to step into your purpose? Honoring and acknowledging that it no longer serves you. A lot of the healing that you had to do for your family, a lot of the work that you had to do for your family because they were not ready to show up, because they're still not ready to show up. It is not your responsibility. For many of you that picked option number 1 with honey calcite, I feel like your guides and angels are saying, be gentle and remind yourself that you are not responsible for other people to show up. You are not responsible for other people to want to heal. I feel like you're needing to hear many of those people that you keep showing up for, they're not ready to heal, but you are. Because you want something different. Because you want to cut those ties, those wounds, those beliefs that held you back for so long. You are not meant to stay in places that you were in the past. I feel like for many of you, if you do work with crystals, it is a powerful crystal to work with, honey calcite, because it's a very nurturing stone when you feel alone as well. And I feel for many of you that picked option number 1, you do feel very alone because you feel like you're fighting a battle that not anyone else can see. But here you are, present, trusting your intuition and to clicking on this video to hear the messages that are meant for you. It's your time to acknowledge that you have to move forward. To me, with the knowledge card and you sitting on a boat, on a swan, this represents you moving forward and leaving people behind. To me, with the knowledge energy and behind this deck, this is your guides and angels saying, look at how the light is starting to shine on you as you're moving on this boat. Poquito a poquito, slowly, slowly, slowly. Don't underestimate the work you've been doing, the strength that you have within. It's helped you. Everything that's happened for you in the past, it's built you to be who you are today. So don't be so hard on yourself. I feel like you're taking on the responsibility so much of others. Don't take the responsibility of others. You are only responsible for you. And for many of you, I feel like you're also wanting to know, how can I help them? And your guides are saying you can't. They have to help themselves. With the message that I'm mainly receiving for you guys with honey calcite of you asking your guides, what do I do? You need to be more present with you. You need to stop taking ownership and responsibility for others so you can show up. You need to set boundaries. You need to remind people that you are in this journey because you're choosing that. Just like you're choosing that, they're choosing that. For many of you, I feel a lot of mother energy. So there is a lot of mother and daughter or mother and son energy that you're healing at the moment in order to step into you, in order to allow yourself to evolve. You are not lost. You are not in a place of staying stuck. No, you're in a place of growth. You're in a place of expansion. Trust that. Believe that. Acceptance and transcending. Girl, accepting what is not meant for you is not for you. What was meant for you in the past, that was for you. And those lessons, you can't take them back. You won't take them back. But you are allowed to heal. You are allowed to evolve. For many of you, I feel like with this transcending energy, look at you hopping onto that horse. Not only are you making a decision, right, with the knowledge card, but here you are with this horse. You're on it. And look, no one else is on there. I know for many of you, you don't want to hear. They are not ready to evolve. You get to choose who they mean. But if you picked on this reading to ask your guides, your angels, your ancestors, the universe, what should I be doing to heal my inner child in order to step into my journey? You need to set those boundaries. You need to remember that the past does not define you. That other people's actions and beliefs, they're not for you. That just because they're not ready to embark, it doesn't mean you're not ready to embark. You are ready to embark, and you will embark into your own journey of growth, of expansion, of healing, of evolving. But don't underestimate your power. My guides are like, there's a card in your deck that doesn't belong there. Oop, and that one jumped off. So these are for you. Frog spirit, clear out the clutter. For frogs, for me, represent purification, releasing. Clear out those beliefs that have kept you in your mind back. Oh, the cards are dropping. Your guides, I feel like that's, as soon as I started seeing them drop, your guides and angels are saying, tell them to trust their intuition. There's many signs that they're ignoring because that's not what they want to hear. That's not what they want to see, but that is what they need to hear, and that is what they need to see. For many of you, you're closing a cycle that kept you back in the last 5 to 6 years because other people were not ready to grow. But you're in a different period. I'm also hearing from your guides, if this resonates, please take it. For many of you, I feel like you're this healing journey you're embarking into, it's also going to allow you and help you in your purpose in life, in your career. But in order to step into that journey, you first need to heal those wounds, those beliefs, those fears, those doubts that kept you back for a very long time. But keyword kept, meaning the past, not present. Lastly, I want to say for Honey Calcite pile, I feel like many of you, you're also questioning why. Why did that happen to me at such a young age? I'm tapping into a 6-year-old, 7-year-old, and 8-year-old version of you. And I feel like many of you are questioning why. Why did that happen to me so young? Why was my innocence taken? Why was I left in this place of aloneness, of darkness? And for many of you, it's a father or mother energy that you're having to heal in this lifetime. I'm seeing images of I connect with past lives, so I'm seeing images of many of you in different past lifetimes of just showing up as like the parent in those relationships. You're having to cut those wounds with those parents that are not ready to show up for themselves because you can only show up for you. Take a moment to honor this period of you, of growth, of expansion. For many of you, you're feeling very alone because you've been doing this for such a long time. But you're not alone. Energetically, your guides, your ancestors are rooting for you to evolve, for you to step into who you're meant to be. In this lifetime, you are responsible for cutting those wounds, for letting go of those wounds. But you are more than capable and worthy of being happy. It is your birthright. I hope that resonates with you, Honey Calcite pile. Thank you for trusting in my magic and for allowing me to connect with you on a more deeper level. Blessings. option number 2, blue apatite. This is a stone that represents growth, manifestation, expansion, believing in who you're meant to be in this lifetime. Blue apatite is a beautiful crystal to work with when you are already in a journey that you are seeing, in a vision that you want it to come to life. So if you picked option number 2, blue apatite, this is your message. Thank you for trusting in my magic. Let's get started. For many of you, I feel like you're questioning, right? What should I be doing to honor my inner child, to heal, to step into my journey, into my purpose, into my next purpose in life, right? I feel like I'm saying next purpose because you've already done so much in this lifetime that you at times don't give yourself credit for. Many of you, I feel like you've walked away from others, from people, from many things in the last 2 to 3 years. And right now, it might be feeling as, man, it feels a bit lonely. Because physically, the people that you want to be in your journey, they're not here. But that doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. That means they're not ready to evolve with you. They're not ready to embark into this journey because their journey is meant to be in their time. I feel for many of you that picked option number 2, your guides and angels are saying, you're like the black sheep in the family because you're outspoken, because you don't want things to repeat themselves and you use your voice a lot. So you got the manifestation, right? Believe in the impossible. You're really cutting those wounds and beliefs. Many of you that picked this option, your purpose in this lifetime is to be some type of leader. A leader that leads others, that leads your family. For many of you, I feel like you're the first ones in your family that is breaking those wounds, those beliefs that held your family back for so long, but will no longer hold you back in this lifetime. You got innovation, new creations, yes, shaman journey, purpose, attunement, vision quest, and sacred gratitude, revert, appreciation, and prayer. Man, these cards are so deep. Pile number 2, I feel like many of you are very old souls. You've lived many lifetimes where you've done this before. So don't be surprised that what you're doing right now, it's because you're ready for it. For many of you, I feel like you are my pile of healers. You're going to heal others in many different ways, by your actions, by your voice, by many things. You are not in a place of staying stuck. You are not in a place of, I feel like what your guides are saying by you're not in a place of staying stuck, because they're saying you're not in a place of limiting yourself. You're not in a place of just surrendering to others' beliefs. You're not in a place to just settle. You have been doing so much change and transformation for your inner child that I feel like you're needing to hear in this reading. You're doing the work. So what should you be doing next? You need to continue in this journey. It's going to feel a bit lonely because you're finding your new tribe. You're finding a bigger tribe. To me, this shamanic journey is a powerful journey for you. Look at you dressed in white and this full moon energy in the back. You are cutting big wounds in this lifetime. So if you're asking your guides and your angels, what should I do? Keep going. Keep believing in this vision that you have for a different life. Don't allow people to come back. I'm hearing don't allow people to come back into your life to hold you back. I feel like at times because you grew up at a very young age of just giving to others, and you are a healer. So sometimes I feel like a lot of times us as healers, we can take that as a bad thing. Like, oh, I'm such an empath. I give so much. But we can set boundaries. A lot of times from a very young age, that was something that we're so used to because we've done that in other lifetimes, that at times we start to think, I don't know if I can cut that. I don't know, but you can. I'm seeing 9/11 a lot. So to me, 9/11, it represents Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is a powerful archangel I work with that has also helped me personally to release. He is the angel of releasing, of cutting ties. He holds a sword. And with that sword, he helps you cut those wounds, those ties, those beliefs. And that is what you're doing in this lifetime. What should you be doing next? Not limiting yourself. Many of you, I feel like you have a lot of expansion happening in your career. that you're questioning right now. Don't question it. Todo toma tiempo. Todo a su tiempo. What I mean by that, all in divine timing. I feel like the fact that you are a leader, you already have this energy, this fire within you that just ignites to push you. Own it. Don't stop. Many of you right now, I feel like you are going through another type of awakening, another transformation, because that inner child of yours is ready to evolve, to embark. I'm now tapping into a 16, 17, and 18-year-old version of you, stepping into the reading and saying, you remember that courage you had at that age? When you felt the most broken, when you felt the most lost, when you felt the most misunderstood? Well, we're going to take that back right now. And we're going to remember that that period of your life built you to who you are today, to help you grow, to help you evolve. You're not in a place of limiting yourself. You're in a place of expansion. You're in a place of growth. Own it. Honor it. You are seen at times as the black sheep in your family because you're cutting those beliefs. You're cutting those wounds. For many of you, I see womb healing that I feel like your guides and angels are saying you should be focusing on, because you're healing those wounds that don't belong to you, that were given to you by mother energy. So for many of you, I wouldn't doubt it that right now and in this lifetime, the relationship between you and your mother is going to be a very challenging one. Not impossible, but very challenging. Blue apatite is a beautiful crystal that also helps you during a journey at times where you feel like there is no out, right? It's the manifestation crystal when you feel like it's not possible. I keep hearing a bee in the background and I keep seeing bees fly. And I feel like that's like your guides and angels reminding you, you're capable of doing it all. The bee spirit, the little legs are too big. The body is too big for that little bee to fly because the legs are so little. However, the bee flies. So she can do the impossible. He can do the impossible. That's for you to hear that. For many of you that you're questioning your healing abilities, I feel like your guides and angels are saying, no. If you got the shamanic card and your guides are also confirming that, in this lifetime, you're a healer, baby. So don't you let your light be dimmed. You're healing also beliefs from the past, and that's why at times you click back out of it. You move forward, you move back. But you're hearing this to go forward. You're hearing this to expand your vision. Don't limit yourself. Sacred gratitude, appreciation. For many of you, I feel like you're an earth sign or the earth calls you a lot. Because as soon as I started reading this card, I got taken next to a tree, a big tree. And the tree was just holding space, recharging you. At times because you just know how to go. At times because you just know how to give, you can get depleted very easily. If you do work with crystals, I would highly recommend wear labradorite. It's a very beautiful protective stone, black tourmaline, and also pyrite. They are amazing stones that hold space for you, that ground you, that allow you to be more present. This family card is jumping out for you guys. You're doing a lot of healing behind family. So don't underestimate your strength. Don't underestimate your power. A lot of times I feel like you've taken on so much responsibility for your family that you've put a hold to your journey. No, you're not going to put a hold to your journey. You're going to keep moving forward. Psychic ability, future vision. As soon as I turned this card around, I heard clairvoyant. Many of you have psychic gifts. If this resonates, take it. If it doesn't, let it go. But many of you, you have gifts also, just gifts in general, that you're reopening, that you blocked at a very young age because of those wounds, of those beliefs. I keep seeing 333. For many of you, I feel like that's your number, or that's a number for you to connect with in the month of August, in the month of September. Whenever you see this reading, there's no expiration. This is messages that you're needing to hear. But I do feel like August, September, and October, they are going to be very deep months of healing for you, of breaking those generational beliefs, those wounds, to move forward, to evolve. There is no limiting you. I'm seeing an image of you of like a younger version, feeling to an extent as if you were held back, like with chains, but you've broken those chains. by you stepping into your journey, by you using your voice, by you following your vision. Many of you, I know you're hearing this right now. You're like, I needed to hear that, because other people don't acknowledge your work, don't give you the credit. But you can't live life waiting for other people's acknowledgement. I know the human in us at times wants that, but it will keep you back, baby. You gotta trust you. You gotta believe in your vision. Circle of eternally joy. Divine masculine, timeless, dance of life. This is the third card you get in your reading, pile number 2 of full moon energy. I feel like many of you connect a lot with the moon. You release a lot during the moon energy. And I can connect with that because during the full moons, for me, it's like heavy at times. But take it if it resonates. You're meant, I feel like right now you're meant to really allow yourself to continue to release, because you're going through some type of bigger awakening at the moment, to evolve, to grow, to expand. I keep seeing 555 for you. 555, unexpected change, blessings, growth, a period of releasing. For many of you, I feel like you're questioning, am I going to find my tribe? Am I going to find people that resonate with me, that want to be around me, that love me? Your guides are saying, sí, todo a su tiempo. But don't stay around people just because you want people around you. No. Bottom of the deck, wings of light, becoming something new. You came into this reading questioning, what should you do? Right? Keep going. Look at you, fighting against those chains, those beliefs, those winds, those wounds that have kept many of your family behind. But they will not keep you behind. You're meant to shine your light, baby. You're meant to be yourself. So don't doubt it. I hope that resonated. If you are called to donate to my channel, I will leave the information down below. Thank you for the energy exchange. Blessings. All right, pile number 3. This is your message. Lepidolite, last but not least. Lepidolite is a very calming, gentle stone. This is a beautiful stone if you deal with anxiety, depression, where this is also a beautiful stone that helps you be more present. If at times it's so hard for you to honor yourself, to nurture yourself, just to be you, to give, I feel like this is also a pile for people that at times it's very hard to give back to themselves. This is a beautiful crystal to work with. I feel like for many of you that picked option number 3, you are going through some type of journey right now where you're doubting. You are going through a period right now where you just feel like the light is not coming out. You feel like it's so dark and you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. But you are. All in divine timing. For many of you, you're questioning, what should I be doing to heal my inner child, to move forward, to step into my journey? I feel that you're needing to hear, you need to allow yourself to heal. You fight a lot your healing journey. You're very hard on yourself because you judge yourself. You're hard on yourself. You wonder a lot. I feel like for many of you that you pick this pile, your guides are saying, stop allowing others' beliefs, others' doubts, others' fears to hold you back. You're unlearning those beliefs that were embedded into you. I feel like for many of you, you were molded so much by others that you've lived for others for a very long time, but not anymore. The first step into starting into your healing journey is acknowledging that you need to heal. Acknowledging that those beliefs, those wounds, those fears, they no longer serve you and they no longer will hold you back. So yes, you're needing to hear this. Many of you also that picked this pile in the last 3 to 4 years, you've had so much change in your life that at times you doubt. Can I do more? Will I do more? Yes, all in divine timing. For I keep sensing the energy of Mother Mary. So I connect with Mother Mary. She's a beautiful ascended master that comes into our lives when we're feeling hopeless. You're not in a place by, I keep hearing your guides tell them, they're not lost. They're not in a place by accident or just because. The journey that they've embarked into, the journey that they're healing from, it's something that they're ready to heal in this lifetime that no longer serves your soul. You tend to nurture. My ear keeps buzzing. I feel like that's another confirmation. Like, it's so much easier for you to nurture others, for you to show up for others, that you tend to forget that you deserve love. You tend to forget that you're allowed to heal. You are. And you are going to heal in this lifetime. Those beliefs, those wounds that kept you back for a very long time. The two first cards that are jumping out for you is clear the fog, but be present. There's a lot of healing you're doing because of other people wanting to put you in their journey, right? This is you sitting down and somebody coming, hey, come on, let's go. Don't sit there, let's go. And you're like, but I want to sit. I just want to be present with myself. I want to heal myself. I feel like right now your guides and angels are saying, what should you be doing? Quieting others' noises, others' beliefs, setting boundaries. One of the biggest messages I'm definitely tapping in this journey that you're embarked into right now is that you have a lot of doubt. So in order to clear that doubt, in order to acknowledge, in order to face that doubt, you need to start by being more present, by taking some time for you, for yourself. I keep seeing 111. To me, 111 represents a journey of you, a journey where it feels a bit lonely, but it's possible. There's so many people that expect so much from you that you can't even have a day off at times. It's like I keep hearing people call you and saying like, hey, so tomorrow's your day off? Can you come pick me up at 8? Let's go pick up some merchandise at 10. Let's go eat at 12. And then at 3, can you take me to the store? And that's your whole day. You're like, oh. And then they give you a sad story. Oh, it's because I really need your help. Like, you know, if you don't help me, like, I don't have nobody else. And then, you know, oh my God, like, don't be mean. Like, I need, and you're like, oh, and you didn't even give you a chance to speak. And you're like, oh, okay, yeah. I'll be there. Yet you had a whole day planned for you. Or you had a whole day plan of like, I'm gonna just be home. Or you just had something else in mind. But here they come trying to take your time. My throat keeps tightening up. Right now, I feel like your guides and angels are saying, work on your throat chakra. Amazonite is a beautiful crystal that can help you with speaking your truth. And that is a beautiful, gentle crystal that can go hand in hand if you connect with crystals, with Lepidolite, because they're very gentle. I feel like you are also healing a very traumatic childhood. I feel like for many of you, it was physical abuse. For many of you, it was verbal abuse that you're healing from. Beliefs, wounds, ties, many things. I feel like you grew up at a very young age and you just hit survival mode. You just knew how to survive. And you've been on this survival mode. I'm seeing this image of you in a younger version and you're like in water and you're about to drown and you're like, because it's been so challenging for you. For many of you, I feel like if you see a therapist or if you've been questioning seeing a therapist, that is something that can definitely benefit you. Because your journey right now, it's going to feel as if you're alone, as if you're lost, but you're not. You're a strong soul. And for many of you, I feel that people that have left your life without closure, they needed to go. And that closure, it won't mean anything to you anymore. So if you're thinking, right, well, what if they would just tell me why they left? What if they would just explain why they treated me like that? That wouldn't make a difference, because that was what's done is done. And for many of you that you've been seeking closure from a relationship, from people, from family, it can't serve you anymore. And don't wait for their closure, because that's just going to keep you behind. Starting something new, transformation period, butterfly energy. It's a period of growth. I keep seeing many of the little butterflies flying, right? And then the butterfly starts to expand, starts to grow. To me, that's your guides and angels saying, trust. Everything starts little by little. But some of you, it's like you're very hard on yourself and you're like, I don't want to start now. Well, why? Why should I start now? I feel like for many of you, you question if you can be happy in this lifetime because it's been very challenging. But you're going to get to that top of that mountain if that's where you want to be. But you can't focus on what other people are doing. You can't focus on why it hasn't happened. You can't focus so much on what if, on fears, because that's going to hold you back. If you want to get to the top of the mountain, you got to push yourself. You got to ask for help. You got to be okay with being vulnerable. There's a lot of using your voice because at times it's very challenging for you to use your voice because you grew up in this energy, in this environment where your voice was not accepted. But you're an adult now. And you get to choose who you entertain. You get to choose who you come around. Yes, ma'am. You get to choose. Change the scenery. For many of you, you're needing to make a decision. Because the old you that had no color in her life, that lived for others, no longer serves you. The new you is wanting that color. Is believing in union. Is believing in love. Many of you, I feel like you're healing a lot of relationships, love relationships, masculine energy. You can forgive others. It's time to forgive. Forgiving others doesn't mean that it's okay what they did. It means that it no longer serves you, baby, and they gotta go. Because it's your time to heal, to evolve, to journey, to be present. For many of you, I see your passport getting stamped. Get ready. You're going on a couple of adventures in the next couple of months. In the next year, I feel. It's time to live life through your eyes. It's time to enjoy. Don't stay in places that other people want you to stay. It's your time to shine. I hope this resonates. Pile number 3. It's such a beautiful, deep healing reading for you, but I trust your intuition led you here. Allow yourself to be you. Believe in yourself. Believe in your vision. Thank you again. I hope to see you soon, and blessings.